Well, hello, Full Conflict, my imaginary friends and real friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great week. I've got material for a few videos, haven't had a chance to edit them. Luckily for me, I went into Lisbon and got to meet Curtis Yarvin, Mencius Moldbug. He was holding court in Chiado at Café a Brasileira, which is a nice cafe in the center of it all. Chiado is a kind of a tourist area, shopping area, but there's lots of restaurants and historical interest sites and so on. It's a good place. The cafe was a little bit limited in seating, so people kind of rotated in and out, and it seemed to me that Curtis was talking for at least 12 hours on Tuesday. So he knows his body of work well. He knows his reference material extremely well. He's a bit of a genius, very intelligent person, a real intellectual, and he's a nice guy, very friendly and personable, and he has a great sense of humor. He said a bunch of things that really got me and made me laugh. We were talking about Carlyle, and I mentioned the history of the French Revolution, which I read back in the 80s. And he said, yeah, you really have to know the history of the French Revolution before you read Carlyle's history of the French Revolution, because he writes like Hunter S. Thompson. And that cracked me up. He's like a 19th century Hunter S. Thompson, and that really made me laugh. Lots of things like that. I mean, with the humor that comes with listening to Curtis, you have to kind of, it's insider humor as opposed to slapstick. It's not Keeping Up with the Kardashians type of humor, or there was an Irishman and a Scotsman and an Englishman kind of humor. It's disappointing because I'd really like to have 5 hours one-on-one, because there are things that I'm very concerned with, interested in, and I need clarification of, even though I'm reading his work. I haven't finished it all yet, but there are things there that I want to discuss, but I won't go into that now. I'll leave that to some other video, or maybe I'll write a blog post probably about it. Needless to say, it was a lot of fun. The people that came to see him were all nice people. I'm sure that some of us weren't all in with Curtis's ideas, but appreciate him enough to want to, engage with his thinking, his ideas. And he's an extremely generous person when it comes to sharing his ideas, obviously. He puts it out there. He's not shy about it. And that's a great thing, I think. So, yeah, if he comes back to Portugal, I hope he avails himself of the facilities I can offer. He's more than welcome. What else? Gosh, there's just so much to say about it, but I would definitely recommend that you read Unqualified Reservations, and in particular, An Open Letter to Open-Minded Progressives, which is interesting. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the read, for sure. So I'm going to stop now and continue riding my bicycle. It's Wine Friday, so I have to burn some calories before I hit wine with lunch. So have a great weekend. Nice talking with you. Take good care. Buliam T. Out.